Simon, first of all, 400-mile round trip for the lads, 2 teams chasing the playoffs, and you're greeted with a pitch that is definitely the worst we've played on this season.
Yeah, it can't be good for Gloucester either, or Cheltenham, who play a couple of leagues up. It's it's a bit of a sand-tip, isn't it? And it doesn't make it any easier for either team to make it a good spectacle. But I've got to give credit to the lads again today. I thought they were superb.
Well, you look at the midfield unchanged from last week, and the likes of Liam Agnew, Andy Thanodge, Lloyd Kerry, all unbelievable ball players. Again, not really helped by the surface, but just how impressed were you with the manner that they approached the game?
I think they play on any surface, those boys, because they're good footballers. They play with great energy and desire, and Andy's just got back into it. He's really nailing down his position. Liam Agnew looks after the ball and he's bobbling up round his neck at times, but he's adamant about his game. He has that sort of game face on. It comes the start of the match, and we know what we're going to get straight away in a young individual, which it bodes well for the future.
There wasn't too much to write home about in the first half. The injury to Luke Shields made Warren Burrell move into a defensive position. Obviously, he played against Fylde and did very well, but I thought he started the game unbelievably well up front with Angie.
Yeah, he played with unbelievable athleticism at both ends of the pitch. So he acquitted himself well, playing just off Angie, and then obviously big injury to Luke Shields, big loss again. But the lads got together, did well, and Warren had to go to the back. And I thought second half he was just playing like a man possessed. He was superb.
Early doors, of course, but do we know what the damage is on Shieldsy?
Don't know the extent of it, but it looks like a bad hamstring strain. Hopefully it's not a tear, but we'll know in the next few days.
Well, again, still carrying on with Warren, I thought, again, Des Walker-like at the back. Their goal, what was your view of that?
Yeah, it was a one moment of sloppiness at the back. Probably 2 units. They broke through from midfield, but able to have a bit of space on the right to have a go at us, and then it was sort of a loose ball into the mouth of the goal, just outside the area, and we just got out of sync at the back. Just one moment. So I can't nail the lads for that one moment in the game, but it's cost us, and it hurts all the more because we've been magnificent for the rest of the time.
Again, it's a point. Do you look at this as a point gained or 2 dropped in this chase for the playoffs now?
Well, overall, I think last week we probably deserved the 3 points. I think we deserve the 3 points today. So yeah, it's 2 points dropped in that way, but I think the lads have to still keep believing. I think the crowd do. I think we've just got to keep believing and keep fighting, because this is a team that's definitely getting stronger and stronger. And I think they deserve massive credit for the efforts of the last 2 weeks.
And regardless of what happens in these next few weeks, we've got a very exciting full-time contract on offer for everybody. Are you seeing enough from certain players now? Is there still questions to be asked over the lads we've got here?
I tell you, we've got some really good individuals that are playing on fire at the minute, and we've got 1,000 through the gate last week. We've got an away following today that have come for 400-mile round trip, and we're looking at another big game next week. So yeah, there's a lot to aim for each individual, but they're dealing with this pressure, and whilst we're not getting probably what we deserve at the minute, we can't play the hard luck story. We have to just keep going till the last ball is kicked, and I believe in the group to fight long and hard for it. Got a good, humble group, and that's what I'm sure the supporters like.
So finally, we travelled with 16 today, and Shieldsey's gone down. How are you doing for squad replacements to Shieldsey?
There's walking wounded, not just Shieldsey, but I'd imagine Luke is really struggling for next week. But I'd rather go in with 14, 15 lads who are dying for the cause than gamble on someone you might not know too well, or I certainly don't want to upset the apple cart. It feels like, because the lads have adapted and are doing well at the minute and fighting together, you don't just want to change and upset the apple cart in any way. We have got lads playing out of position, but I make no apology for that, because of the severe injuries we've suffered, and this isn't a club that we can just go back to the well and just get wage after wage after wage after wage, because that's playing into everyone else's hands what they believe at Harrogate Town. I'm not like that. We're not like that. That's why we've got 14 fit bodies in there fighting and people playing out of position.
Well, you say that, and one player that was playing out of position was Simon Angie, and he got another goal today. Impressed with Angie again?
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. Affected the first ball. They were worried about him from the first whistle to the last. Yes, he missed a chance, but what a reaction a minute and a half later when he smacked one in from the edge of the box, and I thought that it was inspirational for the lads and supporters, and he deserves a special pat on the back for that, because that is a true test of character, not just as a player.
So what does this week look like then, ahead of another, we seem to be saying it every week now, but ahead of another massive game at the weekend?
It means a week where we get the bodies in, see who's fit for Monday training. We'll have a quick look at this game, see where we can improve on that moment of the goal against. But we go again against a really good team in Chorley, and we've got an exciting week ahead. Looking forward to another big game, and if we can get 1,000 through the door again against Chorley, then I think we will do, because two good footballing teams having a real good go for the playoffs.
I certainly hope so. Simon, speak to you soon.
Cheers.